Coming up on Unpeeled, this streaming service will have you thinking, what came first, the chicken or the app?
The two biggest baseball franchises are going head-to-head in this fall classic.
And the stars align for these star-crossed lovers.
All that and more, the Halloween edition of Unpeeled starts right now.
Welcome to the Unpeeled Spooktacular. I'm Ilana Epstein.
And I'm Charlie Goldberg. Now for an update on the singer-songwriter. Jazz and pop singer Ray turned 27 last weekend, but the celebration was difficult to come by. She announced that her songwriting books were stolen from her car. Ray took to Instagram to say, quote, "It's my birthday and my car got stolen, so no second album anytime soon."
Her transparency has prompted fans to help in the search for her car. This all comes after she made history at the Brit Awards, winning 6 of 7 nominations for her album My 21st Century Blues. And Chick-Fil-A is serving more than just food. The fast food chain is pecking their way into the entertainment industry with the introduction of Chick-Fil-A Play. The free app will offer scripted podcasts, cooking shows, original animated shows, and more for families. The app will feature an extension of its already popular animated shorts on YouTube.
In Chick-fil-A's news release, they specified that the service is not intended to compete with streaming platforms like Netflix. Instead, it wants to, quote, "find new ways for families to have fun, connect, and spend time together." The app is set to release November 18th. Now, Ilana, I'm all one for family fun. But when it comes to having phones at the dinner table, for me at least growing up, that's just a huge no-no.
It's a no-no for me too, and I have to say, when I see videos on TikTok of families all together and the kids are on their phones, it honestly makes me really upset. Like, I hope this app does well. I mean, it's exciting that they're trying new things, but really it's about being in person and being together, enjoying living in the moment when you're at dinner with your family.
Yeah, if it doesn't help me order chicken nuggets easier, I don't want any part of it, Ilana. And just days before Halloween, Olivia Rodrigo brought her song Vampire to the screen. The pop singer released the Guts World Tour movie on Netflix on Tuesday, which details her performance in LA. The concert film includes a hot-to-go duet with Chappell Roan, as well as a video of a young Rodrigo singing to her stuffed animal in the background of a performance.
Oh, that was just so adorable. But in an interview with Variety, Rodrigo said that she has always wanted to put the movie on Netflix because of its accessibility. She said, quote, "I was really excited by the idea that people who maybe weren't able to get a ticket who wanted to come to the show could finally watch it." After an 18th-month tour, Rodrigo is set to take a break for a while. Now, Charlie, how do these artists go on tour for longer than a year? It has always been so insane to me. Harry Styles, Taylor Swift, her tour's ending soon, and now Olivia, I just don't understand how they do it. It must be exhausting.
Yeah, it's definitely a non-stop lifestyle, but scratch back, you said the word accessibility. I think that's a great word, and not only is it easier for Rodrigo with this movie coming out, given that she's able to take a break now, but it's also easier for fans to enjoy Rodrigo and her work even when she's on break now, simply because they're able to have the experience at home.
I love that. And it's going to be so interesting to see how this does. I mean, I didn't get to go to the Guts tour, so I know I will definitely be watching this. The Eras tour one. Beyonce did one as well. It's so exciting to see. And I've even seen some videos on TikTok of Sabrina Carpenter, and she's also had cameras at her show. So I'm wondering if she's going to do a similar thing too.
Well, Sabrina Carpenter is definitely bigger than ever before, so it only makes sense for her to get on the fad.
Absolutely. Well, it'll be interesting to see. And from one musician to another, Tyler, the Creator, released his 8th album, Chromacopia, on Monday morning. The album was written and produced by Tyler and includes guest features, Childish Gambino, Lil Wayne, Tizo Touchdown, and more across 14 songs.
Chromacopia is the first Tyler album in 3 years. Lyrically, it explores the themes of Tyler's maturity, reflection on fame, and his fear of becoming a father one day. Because of Tyler's writing, the versatile production, the album has lived up to the hype in most fans' eyes.
In my eyes, it has absolutely lived up to the hype. I think it's amazing.
It's fantastic. And it's Halloween weekend here at Syracuse. And if you have no idea what to wear, don't fear.
Because Syracuse events reporter and Bumblebee Tegan Brostrom is here in studio. I'm hoping she can give us some ideas. Tegan, what do you got?
We are predicted to have a nice, mild-weathered Halloween weekend, but here, hot off the press combined from Google search trends and a poll from Syracuse University students is a top 5 costume forecast. First up, Minions. We can expect mobs of Minions and their bananas at every event. I can't relate to desperation because there are going to be lots of Sabrina Carpenters walking around. Leopard print has been everywhere, and it's highly likely that the trend will carry over to this prominent weekend. And there's nothing college students love more than channeling their childhood nostalgia. Strawberry Shortcake and her friends are back to play. Of course, I can't end this Halloween forecast without including the most predictable costume of all, the guys in their sports jerseys. With the World Series in play, baseball jerseys will be at an all-time high. Back to you guys.
Tegan, thank you so much for that inspo. I have to say, with the World Series going on, is wearing your jersey even a costume?
I mean, I'm more of a not baseball guy myself, so you will never see me in a jersey anytime soon, but I think that's kind of basic for guys to be wearing jerseys.
Would you wear...
No offense to our viewers out there if they're doing that.
Would you wear any of those other costumes, you think?
I don't think I could pull Strawberry Shortcake off. Minion,
I think you can.
maybe.
I think you can. Well, maybe we could do Sabrina and Barry, her boyfriend, I think. I don't really know, but I think those are all really good costumes, honestly.
All right.
But when we return, we're investigating this rapper's arrest.
And on the Diamond, Pro Baseball's biggest show is a battle between the coasts. We'll be right back.
He lives with anxiety, but with the help of this latest innovation from Be Normal, he can be normal, just like everyone else. With the swipe of a finger, you can project happiness, confidence, machismo. Why settle for being real when you can be normal? The Normal Maker, new from Be Normal. This item doesn't really work because there's no such thing as normal. We're all different. What we like, how our brains work. In fact, 1 in 5 of us live with mental illness. Don't filter who you are. Start by talking to someone you trust. And remember, there is no normal.
Welcome back to Unpeeled. 4-time Grammy Award-winning rapper Lil Durk is in some big trouble with the law. Music reporter Riley Underwood is in studio to break down this bizarre case.
Chicago rapper Lil Durk was arrested on Thursday for being the alleged mastermind behind a murder-for-hire plot aimed at fellow rapper Quando Rondo in 2022. Someone was murdered, but it wasn't Quando Rondo. It was his cousin that he was in the car with at the time. In an FBI affidavit released Friday, federal prosecutors alleged that Lil Durk, leader of the rap group Only the Family, better known as OTF, ordered 5 of his associates to kill Georgia rapper Quando Rondo in retaliation for the 2020 murder of Chicago rapper King Von. Von was gunned down by Quando Rondo's associates after Von and Quando got into an altercation at an Atlanta nightclub. The newest indictment says that Durk sent 5 OTF members on a flight from Chicago to San Diego a day before the plan was to kill Quando Rondo. Then they booked a hotel room on Durk's credit card. Brilliant. The next day, the 5 men tracked Quando Rondo to a gas station and fired at least 18 rounds into his vehicle, which hit and killed his cousin, who he was riding with. After Von was killed in 2020, fans flooded Lil Durk's comments saying he didn't get revenge for Von. DJ Academics asked him in an interview last year if the comments bothered him.
For some reason, I just don't see the comments no more. For some odd reason. I don't know. Might be the water. You be seeing the comments a lot? They kind of chilled out a little bit. I wonder why.
I think I might have an idea. And the details also identified one of Dirk's friends, OTF Jam, as an informant who wore a wire to provide information to authorities for years. Jam was released from prison in 2022 after serving 12 years behind bars for attempted murder, and he reportedly provided information directly linking Dirk to the murder-for-hire scheme against Quando Rondo. And since this has come out, rumors have also been swirling that Lil Durk had OTF Jam's baby mother killed in late 2023 because Dirk found out Jam was wearing a wire, and that Dirk also had a man killed in retaliation for his brother D-Thang's killing. However, these have not officially been confirmed by public documents, but it was confirmed that on the same day he was arrested, Dirk had booked 3 different one-way flights to Dubai, Switzerland, and Italy. In both Italy and Switzerland extradite criminals to the U.S. He didn't make it on those flights, and now the 32-year-old is facing life in prison while Quando Rondo stays alive.
Thanks so much, Riley. The World Series is here, so joining us now on the show is our very own sports reporter and baseball player in costume, Drew Alba. Drew, don't mind what I said in the last block. You look phenomenal, my friend.
Yeah, a little awkward now, I'm not going to lie. I think you forgot. I had a baseball in my hand. I could throw at you, but I won't.
All right, well,
I'll
for those
sleep
of
it
our
off.
viewers who aren't in the baseball loop,
yes.
who's in the World Series this year?
Well, we got the Dodgers taking on the Yankees in one of the most, electric World Series of all time, Charlie. Right now the Yankees are down 3-1. So the Yankees are going to have to storm back because it's a best of 7 game set. First to 4 games wins the whole thing. So something's got to happen. There was a lot of cool things. As you see there, fans are making sure they're getting their money's worth. You see this fan trying to take the ball out of Mookie Betts' hands, and he rips it out. Mookie Betts rightfully very upset. So fans are kind of on edge, and rightfully so. It's the World Series.
Yeah, that's one terrible fan. But
Yeah.
when it comes to the word electric, you said it before.
Yes.
What makes this World Series so electric?
I
Great
played
catch
baseball before.
compared to past ones.
There's a lot of things. It's the biggest market, first of all, between New York and LA. You got the biggest players in Shohei Ohtani and in Aaron Judge, and the 2 biggest teams in the Dodgers and the Yankees. And all of these factors are leading to absolutely absurd ticket prices, north of $1,500 on the secondary market. All 7 games have been sold out. So if you want to get in, you're going to have to go at least $1,000 to get into the stadium. Back when these 2 teams played in 1982 in the World Series, take a guess how much those tickets cost.
Probably way less
Yeah.
than the amount you just said.
$15. You can go to
Wow.
a movie for more expensive than that now. It's absolutely crazy.
And as this World Series comes to its conclusion very soon, what should fans expect?
Games happening tonight, right now, as we speak,
As we
Charlie.
speak.
As we speak.
Oh,
Game
man.
number 5. Yankees have to win or it's all over, and the Dodgers take it home. If the Yankees win, then expect Game 6 and Game 7 Friday and Saturday night. Those 2 are in LA. I am absolutely looking forward to it. Right when this show ends and right after I throw this baseball, I keep almost getting you there. I'm going to watch that game. Looking forward to it.
Well, thank you so much, Drew. And, well, when it comes down to it, it's time to grab your popcorn. It's time to break things down because we have 2 dramas taking America by storm. Stay with us.
Fancy pants peanut butter? A big screen television. You haven't even bought a sofa yet. A motorcycle? When your father finds out, he's gonna flip his shoes with 2 buckles? What do you even need 2 buckles for? Mr. Big Shot, buying whiskey shots for everybody in the bar. From the looks of it, I'd say nobody even remembers. Feed the pig.
Leader of the pack, cause they all stay behind me. I'm old school, you don't skip track.
Welcome back to Unpeeled. The Menendez brothers are once again in the news. Our TV reporter and studio fairy, Victoria Daly, is here to update us on this ongoing story and how parole could be an option for Eric and Lyle Menendez. Victoria, this story is going absolutely viral right now among our generation, so I'm so excited to talk about this with you.
Yeah, Eric and Lyle were both imprisoned in 1996 for the murder of their parents, but they were sentenced without parole. But now it's 28 years later and possibly they could get out. LA District Attorney George Gaskin is really pushing for their resentence. So if this goes through, they could possibly spend the rest of their lives not behind bars, which would be a real turnaround.
Yes, it definitely would be. It's very interesting to see. Now, I have to ask, did Hollywood at all influence this decision, you think?
Oh, I 100% agree. You know, Ryan Murphy just put out that Monsters in September, and now earlier this month there was a documentary put out about them. And I think it's really interesting because our generation, I feel, has been the ones really pushing and pushing for the brothers to get out, and we weren't even alive when this case got sentenced. So now that we're the ones really seeing all these Hollywood productions, we're the ones pushing for it. So I think Hollywood really is the common denominator here.
Yes, definitely. And what is next in this parole process?
So they have 2 hearings. One is going to be really soon in November, another one in December. But the real question is, if they get out, what will happen? So Noah Pines, he's a criminal defense attorney. He had more to say, so let's see.
If they are released, you know, I'm a little worried about where they go with all their fame and how they live. Are they going to, you know, ride off quietly into the sunset like they should, or are they going to be some like other high-profile people who got out and
I think that's really interesting. And Ilana, my question is, you know, if they get out, do you think they're going to have strict conditions? Do you think they're going to be on house arrest? Or do you think they're going to be able to be free and just wear an ankle monitor?
It's going to be really interesting to see. I do think it's going to take a while before a decision is even made, but it'll be really interesting. Thank you so much. Charlie, what do you got?
Truly magical segment there, Victoria. Thank you. And from one drama to another, Romeo and Juliet officially opened on Broadway last Thursday. Our Broadway reporter and witch, Elizabeth Gottlieb, is here to tell us about the show's success.
Sam Gold's production of Romeo and Juliet officially opened last Thursday. The play stars Rachel Zegler and Kit Connor at the Circle in Square Theater. To celebrate the show's official opening, the production released Man of the House, which is one of 2 songs Zegler sings in the production. Although this version of Romeo and Juliet is not a musical, the show did not hesitate to include Zegler's powerful voice. Jack Antonoff wrote the Man of the House alongside Ryan Beatty. With the show's opening came critics' reviews. Entertainment Weekly compared the revival to the Brat album by Charli XCX and the TV show Euphoria. They said the production is a glittering, queer, Gen Z take on Shakespeare's play that is wonderfully wild and visually stunning. The critics applauded the modern take on the famous balcony scene where Romeo does a pull-up to kiss Juliet. The scene has since gone viral on TikTok. Entertainment Weekly disliked how the play uses the same actor for multiple characters, saying it pulls viewers out of the drama of the scene. Deadline said the revival was like Elizabethan dance club with 21st century moves. Deadline commented on the show's youthful energy of the play, 420 years old. The Hollywood Reporter said Gold's revival fully commits to its concept and sustains it surprisingly well. The Hollywood Reporter said that the standout of the cast was Connor, with his innocence and sorrow in his role, yet says that Zegler did not match her co-star's passion for her role. The one thing that critics can agree on is that Romeo and Juliet is a timeless play and that Gold's Gen Z take on the revival is a success. And if you do not believe me, take a look at the sold-out theater every night.
Elizabeth, thank you so much. It's been really interesting to see all the details with that musical, but it's finally spooky season and we're talking about everything this special holiday. Stay with us on Peelers.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Wait, why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the parents kept dribbling all over it. Where did Cass go on vacation? New York. Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Welcome back to Unpeeled. What better way to spend Halloween than getting your heart to skip a beat by watching a scary movie? Reporter Barbie Sofia Zaninovich is here with straight scary and some spooky movie suggestions.
Thank you. Do you like scary movies? Well, if you're Drew Barrymore in the hit 90s classic Scream, you probably don't. But to be fair, you're not on the set of a movie being chased by a masked killer. So let's go through my picks for what you should watch this Halloween. Let's start at the Overlook Hotel, where The Shining takes place. Jack Nicholson loses his mind, and if your name is Danny, these two really want to play with you. I suggest watching The Shining to ease you into your first thriller. My personal favorite, however, is American Psycho with Christian Bale. But wait until the kids are in bed to watch Christian Bale's character do his morning routine. Trust me, he looks like the American dream, but he truly is a psycho. Even though it may not be as hip these days to go to a movie theater, this is the place to be if you plan on eating a lot of candy. I suggest Smile 2, which follows a pop star who experiences increasingly terrifying events, eventually forcing her to face her dark past. Next, Terrifier 3 is taking theaters and the internet by storm. With a low budget of $2 million, this is the highest grossing unrated film of all time. I think that's worth the watch alone, if not to see why people are so obsessed and equally freaked out by the murderous Santa clown. It's getting a little too scary for reporter Barbie, so let's change this up. Much better. If you can't handle the gore like me or don't want to scar your kids for life, sing along to Nightmare Before Christmas, Beetlejuice, or watch some witches in Hocus Pocus. Even though these movies were made for kids, they are sure to get you in the Halloween spirit.
Well, Beetlejuice is absolutely terrifying as long as you don't say his name 3 times. Thank you so much. And Halloween may be tomorrow, but celebrity costume reveals have been making waves across social media. From Hollywood icons to social media stars, this year's top costumes had fans talking. Our very own Dorothy, Kemi Bremer, is here to give us the details on who wore it best.
Thanks, Charlie. As usual, celebrities did not hold back this Halloween, serving some incredibly intricate and creative costumes. All stars went all out, with iconic looks ranging from movie characters to famous pop culture moments. Anne Hathaway turned heads with her eerie take on the Statue of Liberty, rocking a zombie-inspired look that gave the iconic figure a creepy twist. Meanwhile, Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco went and stole the show as the perfect duo with their Alice in Wonderland and Mad Hatter theme, diving deep into the classic tale's whimsical and mysterious vibe. But Selena and Benny weren't the only ones falling down into Wonderland this year. Social media influencer Alex Earl hosted a Mad Hatter and Halloween-themed party in Miami that drew A-listers and online influencers alike. Earl dressed as the infamous Cheshire Cat alongside best friend Kristen as Alice. Alex shared she had a full team of body painters to help her achieve the look. The event's setting was as stunning as costumes themselves, with an eerie forest backdrop and guests arriving as their spookiest and most glamorous attire. Lizzo stood out this Halloween with a costume inspired by South Park's satire. Dressing as an exaggerated Ozempic bottle, she playfully addressed rumors about her body while promoting a message of self-love. Fans praised Lizzo for her lighthearted response and her continued advocacy for body positivity, proving she can face controversy, both humor and confidence. This year's celebrity Halloween costumes not only brought out some of the best costumes we've seen, but also pushed the boundaries on what Halloween parties can be. Whether it was a gothic-inspired getup or a nostalgic costume, celebrities prove that Halloween is a night to go big or go home. I can't wait to see what they bring next year. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Cami. This weekend, me, Ilana, and Riley went on a field trip, and my God, was she scared. We'll take you to Fright Nights when we return.
It's not that hard.
My big man fingers are having a problem with these little tiny buttons.
Whoa, watch it there. Your blood pressure's gonna go through the roof.
Tell me about it. I'm trying to learn how to get it down. Instead, it keeps going up.
High blood pressure can increase the risk for heart attack or stroke. Learn how to keep yours at a healthy range.
Ever hear a voice command? Just say text barbershop to 97779.
That's not what I said.
Just give me that. Now my blood pressure's up.
Welcome to my house. Lately, not my happy place. Everybody's pretty tired of each other. The parents were not themselves. My little brothers were morphing into small creatures. The walls were closing in. Clearly, a case of too much family, too close, 24/7. And there's a lot of that going around right now. If this sounds like your house, try going someplace new. YourLifeYourVoice.org. You'll find lots of ideas to help you handle the family stresses of being confined to close quarters. YourLifeYourVoice.org. It might not get you out of the house, but it could help you find a little more breathing room.
We are here at Fright Nights in Syracuse. It's a haunted scream park where we're going to go inside some houses.
This is my first time in a haunted house. It is absolutely terrifying in here, and we're also going to be the first people to go through.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're going to go do it. We'll see you inside.
Whoa! Really unrelated, this would make a great laser tag place.
True. You should propose that.
Is he still following us? Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Rip it out!
You can't see anything. This looks like
What are you, the Titanic?
Come on! 100-foot drop?
100-foot drop?
They didn't tell us that.
And well, Ilana, we did it. 5 haunted houses, and our heads are still attached to our bodies. Thank the Lord.
But you know, I had so much fun. I mean, I definitely feel in the spirit for Halloween, right?
Yeah, I'm still shaking a little bit, but you know, that's life, or the afterlife in this case.
Yeah, well, I think that's all, but we'll see you guys back in studio.
Ilana, so much fun. If there's one thing I love, it's being scared.
I cannot relate. I do not love it. I did not love it. As I said in the video, it was my first haunted house. But you know what? It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed going through, kind of leading the whole pack. There were so many people there.
Oh, yeah.
It was so packed. Everyone was getting in the spirit for Halloween, and I definitely think that is something that everyone should do before Halloween for sure. What do you think?
I think that it was super fun, and sadly it's closed. But also I want to give some special shout outs to Graz, the owner of Fright Nights, who let us in and had this great frightening opportunity, and Riley Lucetta from our team. She was the camera woman, and she didn't drop the camera, even though, well, people were trying to make her drop the camera.
She was excellent. Well, I want to bring in the rest of our cast. Everyone's all in their costumes, ready for tomorrow.
Look at this.
Unfortunately, that is all the time we have with you tonight on Unpeeled.
Whoa.
These are amazing costumes.
That is so awesome. Anyway, I'm Charlie Goldberg.
And I'm Ilana Epstein. We'll see you next Wednesday live at 8 p.m. From all of us here at Unpeeled, happy Halloween, Syracuse.